G would it be? It's Mr. Bubblegum Man, female's favorite, Slim Derry Dope Boy, corporate gangster, St. Louis MoneyNow, DJ MoneyNow himself. Shout out to all my people that's tuned in, man. That's been following the movement, man, the wifeable movement. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to our special guest. We can get the show started. Let me go ahead and pin this comment real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our special guest, Miss Nicki. How you feeling, Nicki?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Can you see me?
Look, a little bit. I can see your head.
I need
So
to,
just like
need to raise it up.
yeah, raise it up some so I can see like the top of your head. If you want that to be seen.
Is that better? I'm trying to work this ring light thing.
Okay, yeah. That's, I guess that's cool.
Let me turn this off. Okay, I'm ready.
So over there watching.
Huh?
So what you over there watching?
Some movie called Beaches with Nia Long.
Okay. Well, yeah. Appreciate you having you on the show. And for those who just tuned in and who haven't never watched the episode of Wifeable, it's just for fun, judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? These questions I'm gonna ask you today, strictly to let other heterosexual men like myself know who's out there looking for a woman that's wife material and who's worth their time. So, you know, we're trying to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Are you wifeable, Nick? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So let's start with some icebreaker questions. Go ahead, tell the people your name, where you from, how old you are, what you do for a living, zodiac sign, shit like that.
Okay. My name is Nicki Crenshaw. I'm 33. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. I'm a contortionist. What else you say?
I guess zodiac sign and.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So if you had to choose one word to describe yourself, what would it be and why?
Loyal and honest. Well, choose two: loyal and honest.
Okay.
And why? Because I take loyalty very serious. I don't know. I think that's a up northern thing. I don't really see that a lot down south, or at least not here in Atlanta. I strongly believe that your word matters. What you say matters.
Word is bond.
I stand on it.
No, for sure. So I want you to define what a wife is in your own words.
A wife. For me, me as a wife would be supportive. And that's supportive in all aspects. Hard times, as you know, I do believe that men are supposed to be providers, but the woman shall support. Like if anything is to happen, you should be able to hold the family afloat. Loyal, as I said, is big to me. A homemaker, as far as like, I think that women keeps the softness of the home. Like we can like soften most situations, so we kind of keep the calmness within the home. I think that's very important for a wife to keep that balance between the children and the husband. I've been a wife a couple times.
Okay. I was gonna ask you that a little later on. I'm gonna bring it up in a minute, but so I want to know what qualities, in your opinion, what qualities do you have that makes you wifeable?
I don't know. I don't really like to. I don't know. I'm not really good at talking, like more so as talking about myself. I let my actions speak for me, and other people usually speak for, my character, based off of what I've shown. But for me, I feel like I'm extremely supportive. With I don't know how to explain it. As far as like, I'm not one that, although I believe that a man should be a provider, I'm not one that's all I'm looking for. I am willing to like help you get there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I will help you be able to take care of the family. Like, if that means investing and whether that's financially or mentally, so that you are in a place where you're at your best to be able to lead the family.
Okay. So, Nicki, tell me about your ideal honeymoon.
My ideal honeymoon is in Paris. I want to go to Paris, sightsee, do the lock bridge. I don't know exactly what it's called. You put your lock on the bridge with your significant other. Like, that's my ideal honeymoon.
I know this. Yeah, I seen that in the movie once or twice. Okay. Do you drink? You smoke? Do hard drugs?
I drink socially. I don't do any drugs at all. I've done hookah. I don't think that counts as a drug, or that might be considered smoking a little. But that's it. Like, I recently stopped. I don't drink liquor anymore, but I drink wine occasionally.
Okay. No weed?
No weed.
Gotcha.
I had
So,
edible before, but that's it.
so you got away?
I edible before, and it took me out.
Very lightweight.
But that's it. No drugs.
So, now this wasn't a plain question, but I am curious to know, like, you say you are a contort. How you pronounce it?
Contortionist.
Yeah, you that, and like, how did that come about? Like, was you? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about this story real fast.
How that came about, I used to do high fashion runway, and I was very popular in it. I was in New York Fashion Week and magazines. Like, I did a lot. And what made me go into the contortion when I moved to Atlanta, I wanted to get back into dancing. But I was still modeling, so I started kind of training myself to become more flexible so that I could stand out when getting booked as a model. I would get paid even if everybody else was free. Because here in Atlanta, a lot of people will book models, but they didn't want to pay them. So I started just dabbling in different talents that would get me paid more.
Okay.
Well, it just works for me. I love it though.
Yeah. Do it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts. But it's painful when you're going past your limits. It's not painful for me to just do certain moves, like I could just get into it. But it's like when you're stretching and you're trying to push past your limits to reach a different goals, it hurts. It does hurt.
No pain, no gain, huh?
Right.
Okay. So yeah, my next question would be like, do you know how to pick the good man from the wrong man?
I think everybody does. I think that sometimes you go for what you're comfortable with or what you're familiar with. Because I can definitely tell between, two men, like, oh, this one has his stuff together. He has, he's mannerable. You can tell those things. You see that right away. And then this one right here may be better looking, or, so sometimes we go with fun or familiar versus what we know would be a better choice for us.
Okay. I like that. So I want to know, what's a red flag to you when dating?
Oh, red flags that I have ran into was, guys who live with ex-girlfriends or baby mamas. That's a huge red flag. I don't care how single you think you are, but you're not available if you live with somebody. Another red flag is someone who's always out but doesn't have their personal life affairs in order. Those are red flags. That mean you're irresponsible.
Okay. So, are you familiar with the 5 major love languages?
I am.
Can you rank your top 5 from importance to least important?
Mm. What are my love languages? That's it. I don't really know my love languages.
You want me? I mean, I know you say you're familiar with. You want me to just kind of name the top 5 or the major 5, and you kind of rank them there?
But I still don't know like what order. Yeah, you can go ahead and name them for me. I still don't know mine though.
Okay, you got gifts, you got physical touch, you got quality time, you got acts of service, and words of affirmations. That's the top 5.
But you said from least to or from
From most important. So number 1, whatever's most important to you, whether it's physical touch, gifts, words of affirmations, quality time, or acts of service.
The most important for me would be affirmations.
Okay. You said that's the most or least important?
That's the most. I support is very important to me. Like for my partner to support what I'm doing and speak life into it. Quality time. I don't really like to be touched much, but I'm gonna go with. You said. I know you said physical. What was it was one, not physical touch and gifts. What was the other one?
Quality time.
I said that one.
Acts of service.
Okay, acts of service. I'm gonna go with that as third. Gifts as fourth, and physical touch as the last.
Okay.
I know. I don't really like to be touched that much.
That's what's up. So I want to know, what do you value most about a man?
What I value most is how he treats other people. I think that's with all people. I look at how you treat other people to determine like how you would treat me. Basically, like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know how to explain it, but how you treat other people is very important.
Because a reflection of, in a sense, are they correct?
I also value whether he's a family man or not. I do need somebody who puts family first over streets and friends and stuff like that.
I got you. So what's your favorite physical feature on a man?
My favorite, this is a word, it's not my man, but it's teeth, a smile.
Smile, you like a nice smile, huh?
Yes, I look right in a man's mouth when I'm talking to him and look at his lips.
Okay. That was up. So I understand you've been engaged, correct?
I've been married.
So wait, you haven't been engaged, or the engagement led to the marriage? Or somebody just married you?
Didn't get engaged. Just got married.
Okay.
Just went and got married.
And you say you've been married twice?
Yes. Just some life lessons. Yes.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. So was it legal marriage or just like ceremonies of love?
No, the first marriage was I was 20 and I was trying to join the army and
Hmm.
they wouldn't let me join as a single parent. So I went and got married. I married my son's father so that I could join the military.
Wow.
And he wanted to stay married, but it wasn't good. So my NCOs took us to sign the papers and we got divorced. It was
Okay.
about a year, almost a year. Yeah.
Did you take half?
Huh? No, I was the breadwinner. So
Did he take half? Looking at
no, he didn't show up. He didn't show up to the divorce, like the divorce hearing. He didn't show up. So when you don't show up, you don't get any requests. So
I got you.
yeah. And
What
the
about
second time was kind of like a military marriage. It was kind of rushed, as I said. We didn't get engaged. He was deploying, and it was just being young. What is it like when you move? I was in survival mode. I was getting out the military, and he was getting deployed, and we both needed support. But he ended up like really being in love, and I wasn't. I never even. I loved him, but I never like developed that in love feeling. You get what I'm saying? Like, so it kind of like wasn't it for me, and we separated after that.
okay?
Mm.
So what's your thoughts on prenups?
Um, I think they're necessary. Necessary depending on the situations. Like I would say someone should get a prenup if you do marry someone who's not as successful as you are, because sometimes people marry for just because you are successful and are looking for the divorce so they can take half. There are people out there like that. So I think that if you do marry down, that you should talk about a prenup. Um, but if you are both on the same playing field, I don't think it's really necessary.
Okay, so I understand you had a divorce. So what's your thoughts on divorces?
I'm actually going through a divorce. He don't really want to let go. It kind of makes it scary to get married again. Like I would be very careful on getting married again. Um I would take my time. You know what I'm saying? Like that was rushed. I was young. I was like my early 20s. So as far as like divorce, I never thought I would be getting divorced. I would be getting married to get divorced, but like I said, I was moving in survival mode at the time. I wasn't thinking. I I didn't have the thought process that I have now. Obviously. So I definitely will take my time, to make sure things are right before I do it again. I do want to do it again
He
though.
said, "I do it. Dang, 30 times a charm, huh?"
Yeah, it's scary though. Like I just don't want to get divorced again. Like that. The process is really crazy.
Yeah, that's why I would suggest nobody get legally married.
Yeah,
But of course,
it's crazy.
have you ever hyphenated your last name in one of your marriages?
No. The first marriage I didn't change my name at all. Obviously, I said I wasn't. I had an agenda. The second marriage, I did change my name. Um, I didn't get it hyphenated, which was a mistake. I would have, if I am to get married again, I would get it hyphenated. But I didn't get it hyphenated. I kind of just got the whole name, just my last name taken off. I wouldn't do that again though.
She said, "Not again." So I want to know,
Yeah,
Nicki.
Crenshaw is my maiden name, and
Okay,
that's what all my business, like my licenses, like everything is in Crenshaw.
yeah, okay, Crenshaw. Yeah. You be going to Crenshaw, Cali?
I've been once.
So I own this shit. This my shit. So, so Nick, what's your thoughts about men with children?
Um, I wouldn't recommend. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have children, but I've only dated well, been serious with one person who has children. So and it all depends on the relationship that they have with the children mom. It's the baby mama drama that I'm not a fan of. That's the reason I wouldn't recommend. I would ask more questions and see, what situations are, before I decide whether I want to move forward or not.
Gotcha, I gotcha. So Nikki, do you feel like you're a gold digger?
No, not at all.
That's what's up. I want to know, can you truly be submissive to a man who makes less money than you?
I could. It just is how he carry himself. He has to carry himself like a leader. Or, like I want to be in what they're calling nowadays as the soft girl phase. Like I want to be soft. I want to feel safe with someone. Like I've never this is the first time that I've ever had to like pay my own bills or like split anything 50-50, and I'm okay with it as long as the person is holding their weight. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't want to feel like I'm in control. I do want somebody I can be submissive to.
Okay. So if one of us has debt in the event of marriage, does it become our debt?
You said what?
I said, if one of us has debt in the event of marriage, does it become our debt?
Uh, you mean legally?
Legally, unlegally? I'm asking.
No. It depends on the debt. No. If it's child support debt, no, that's your debt. Um, if it's like something that like student loans or something like that, then I wouldn't mind helping. But if it's irresponsible debt, that's your debt. You're gonna have to figure that out. Like like some stuff like when people buy jewelry or buy just random things that doesn't like jewelry and stuff like that. Like I feel like that's your debt. But like if it's educational or business like or something like that, I feel like I could help you figure that out.
Okay, that's what's up. So would you consider yourself to be a free spender?
No,
Okay.
I'm frugal.
You ever apply for bankruptcy?
You said have I?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Would there be a spending limit in a joint account between you and your husband, or have
Yes.
there ever been? And what was the limit?
No, there hasn't been a limit. But there would be. I haven't really had a joint account with anyone. Well, the joint account that we had was more so like for bills. We had separate accounts for separate money, but the joint account was like for household things.
Gotcha. So, Nikki, do you have anger management issues?
Now might have a couple of anger issues at this moment. I'm getting over them. I'm getting better with them though. The last few years have been a little rough. With the person that I've been with. But we're getting, better. So I feel like I'm getting a little better with it. I had gotten bad dealing with stress and the anxiety and stuff. So now I'm getting better at it. I'm getting back to myself. I've always been like the calm person, the mediator in situations, and then now I'm like more reserved and just minding my own business.
I heard that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. So, Nikki, tell me about some of your toxic traits.
Toxic traits for me is, of mine are, I have a few that I've noticed. I'm quick to cut anything off. Like if I feel that like I'm not confrontational, so instead of me confronting certain situations, I'll just walk away. Like I'll just leave it alone, or be like, well, even with relationships, I'm like, you can go. Like, like I'm quick to be like, you can go, or we ain't gotta do this. Like, I'm quick to leave. And that is a toxic trait, instead of confronting the situation and talking it out. So I think that's the biggest for me.
That's hella toxic. So, Nikki, can you control your mouth when you're angry?
I can control my mouth. I can control my mouth. So if I say something, it's because I meant to say it. I think about everything I say before I say it.
That's what's up. So, what about causing a big scene in public? You ever did it in a relationship? Causing a big scene in public. Have you ever did it?
No, I don't cause. I don't start them. I have been in one big scene in public, but I don't like go like back and forth. Like I'll get quiet. Shut your mouth. I don't start. I don't start them, but I have been in one not too long ago.
Okay. So I want to know, do you ever feel like it's okay to call a man a bitch?
No, it's not okay at all.
Okay.
Like that's it. It's not okay at all.
Shout out my guy DJ Mar. I see you. So I want to know, have you ever been shot at, stabbed, or jailed for a major crime?
You said, have I ever been shot at or stabbed?
Or jailed for a major crime?
No.
Okay. Hey, you'd be surprised what I hear on this show.
No, I've never.
You ever been in the game?
Gun pulled on me before, but by a guy, but I've never been shot at.
Okay. What about a gang? You ever been in a gang?
No.
Okay. So say you in a relationship, what would your man be doing that's considered flirting to you?
I don't know. It's in the way he's looking at me, or like brushing up against me, like like whispering in my ear or something.
No, I'm talking about, what would your man be doing to another female that you be like, why you flirting with her?
Another female. I thought you were flirting with me.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about. Yeah.
First of all, I think if we're out and a female stops him and talks to him, I think exchanging social medias or information is definitely flirting. Some people trying to say it's business, but it's. I think that most female and male situations start off as somebody was attracted to somebody. That's how you exchange information. Hyping her up too much, like when girls get the dancers and hyping her up too much, that's flirting. I don't know, really. I don't really be paying attention that much. I don't pay attention that much.
Okay. What about online? Like, what's flirting online? Like
online, if I'm scrolling and I see your name too many times, like, and then like if I go on if I see on my timelines you like somebody's picture, and then I go on their page and I just see your name under every picture, that's flirting. I see a comment, any comment, that's disrespectful flirting. Like, that's the main flirting online is liking too many pictures. I can see like one here or there, but if you just under there and I see you under everything this person posts, that you flirting at this point.
Gotcha. Nah, yeah, I think people need to know what flirting is before they get into relationships and shit, or what's flirting to them. So, Nikki, are you vaccinated?
I did get vaccinated.
Okay. Tell me about your relationship with your father. What's this like?
I know who he is. um, we've never really had a close relationship. I know that he I know that I'm one of the ones he never he's always claimed me. I was like I don't know. We don't really have a relationship now. Like since I'm an adult, I don't really reach out to people, and he don't reach out to me. As a kid, like we moved down south, and then we moved back, and we were around, but it wasn't like we wasn't like close. We just would like sporadically hang out.
Okay. So, like, what about the relationship with your mother? How's that with y'all two?
Oh, we're good now. As adults, I kind of had to, everybody say you accept the apology that you will never get. Or I think, I'm talking how, I forgot how the saying go.
I know what
But
you saying.
yeah, like, so I kind of had to do that. Because a lot of things or, the way she treated me growing up did hurt me. And I started realizing how much it affected me as an adult. So like around 28, she was calling, with a lot of still toxic yelling, and I had to cut her off. I cut her off for a little bit, and then it was like 6 months or so. Then she called me, and then it was like we kind of got back into it, and we've been great like ever since. Like it's really great now. And she made sure like when growing up, there was no real affection. Like hug her and she like push you off. Now she says she love, like we say we love each other every time we get off the phone, and it's more hugs and it's more love now.
Okay. No, that's what's up. So, Nick, I want to know, do you think your career is more important than your family?
No.
Okay, that's what's up. And who would be considered the prize in your opinion, in a relationship, men or women?
Um, I think that both people would be considered prize because everybody brings something different to the relationship. Um, I don't think one person should be greater than the other or be seen as greater than the other. I do think that women do more, but but that's about it. I think that both people are considered, should be the prize in a relationship, depending on what you're bringing or how you're coming, how you're treating the other person.
Do you believe that men and women are equal?
No.
Okay.
I do think, I think that based off of our physical builds, I think that, and mentality, that everybody has a role. I do believe in the gender roles as far, not the gender roles, everybody like cooking, cleaning, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But as far like some things, men do and something women do. That's just based off of our anatomy, like, us as gender. So.
Okay. I got you. So what about, I want to know, do you like to be cold approached by men?
To do what?
To be cold approached by
What
men?
does that mean?
Like you could be out and about, let's say you on your way to grocery store or something like that, and they're getting groceries and dude come up to you trying to talk to you.
I don't like
Without
that.
you, yeah.
I don't like to be approached when I'm busy. Like while I'm doing anything, if you see me in a rush or you see me like trying to focus or something, don't talk to me. Like I don't like to be approached while I'm out.
Okay. You like to go for yours type shit? Like you?
If I'm interested, you would definitely know if I'm interested. I definitely, I either speak up or like, you will know if I'm interested. I don't and you will know if I'm not interested, but some men don't care. They'll look at you and see disinterest all on your face and still will approach you.
Ain't that crazy? Like, and that's why, like, on my other podcast, which is just a little shameless plug, FEMALEHOLIC, I teach men about accountability and shit like that. Like, and I tell them not the cold approach because, 9 times out of 10, you got to raise her attraction to get her to like you and all this versus, like, a woman who really like you. Like you say, she going to make sure you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only, some men be really naive and oblivious to it. You know what I'm saying? They might not know, but ultimately, like, men who know they selves and know what's going on, they can peep game and shit.
Right.
I want to ask you, do you like children?
Yeah, I like children.
Okay. What's your thoughts on abortion?
Um, I'm pro-choice. I feel like it's up to you. I've never had an abortion before, but I feel like it's up to the person because you don't know a person's situation. I don't think that any child is a mistake because you purposely had sex. And we all know what can come from sex, whether you use protection or birth control. I got pregnant the first time on birth control. So, well, not my first time ever had sex, my first child. But I do believe that it's up to you. I think it's pro-choice because I don't think that I think that if I were, if someone's has been forced, like sexually or something, and a pregnancy came from that, I don't think I know me. I wouldn't want to have a child by somebody who, did a forced act on me.
I gotcha. That's real. So, how many times you been pregnant?
3.
3. Okay. How many kids would you like if you had to put a number on
0.
it?
No, I'm okay with the ones I have now. I didn't want any kids, but like I said, no, kids are not mistakes because we were, doing what we were doing. Although I was on birth control when it happened, but if I wouldn't have had my first son, there wouldn't be a second or third one. Or if my first child was a girl, there wouldn't be a second or third one. So,
Oh, you wanted the girl.
if I were to have kids, yeah, I wanted a girl. But my first one ended up being a boy, and I swear. And when the doctor said, "Well, I think it's a boy," all I heard was "think." So some unsurety, and my whole pregnancy, I thought I was having a girl, and it ended up being a boy. But if he had been a girl, I wouldn't have had 3 kids. It would have just been that one.
Okay. Is the father actively involved in your offspring life?
Um, yeah, my son's dad, he's somewhat involved, but not as he should. But like he's there. Like he's a text dad. So like my son definitely would like more. We have talks. I talk with my son to see where he's at, and he tell me like he would like more time or him to actually put some thought into seeing him, but he don't tell him that. So he think he's father a year through text messaging.
Okay.
But the other 2 children, their fathers, I got 3 baby daddies. The one in the middle is with my husband. and she lives with him majority of the time. Like we kind of split custody. And she'll be coming to live with me next year, and then we will swap the
years.
The visitations.
Okay.
So we do like what we've been doing is she lived with him. It wasn't supposed to be that way. He kind of stole her, but like I said, I don't like conflict, so I kind of just made the best of the situation and was just like, okay, well, she will need me more, when as she get older. So I was like, so we started just exchanging her on the holiday. Like I get her every major holiday in the summer and stuff like that. And then when she turned 10, she's 10 now. She's supposed to come stay with me, but she's gonna come after she finished 5th grade. And
Gotcha.
my last one, we're currently together. So
Okay.
I
So
got a 14, 10, and 1-year-old.
damn, been busy, ain't you?
Yeah, far apart. Like, you know what I was thinking.
That's what's up. So like, how you school them? Private school, public school, home school, charter school. What?
Well, we just moved. We moved, and so my son is in a public school now. I don't like this school, but I did sign. We moved too late for him to go to the performing arts school, the private school.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be going next year. So he's in a public school right now, but he will be going to a performing arts school next year. He had audition and all that stuff to get into, for engineering.
No, that's shit. That's what's up.
Baby is not in any daycare or anything, because I do home school these two, my oldest, my son and my baby, because I teach them a lot before they even go into school.
Right.
Like my son was writing and everything before he even went in preschool. Like, so I'm having my 1-year-old like that too.
Yeah. That's lit. So I want to know, Nicki, what is a deal breaker to you?
A deal breaker is laziness. A lazy man, like one who just wants to, who doesn't, like, has no ambition, like no drive, no determination. That's just, I can't get with that.
Yeah, I feel that. So you ever cheated?
Have I ever cheated?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, yeah, I cheated before.
Okay. Everybody lies, right? What kind of liar are you?
Huh?
What kind of liar are you?
I guess I would be the one, like, if you don't ask, I'm not telling you. Like, but if you ask, I will tell you the truth.
Okay. Got you. I got you. So, do you feel like you have to be married in order to perform the wifey duties?
No. I think that I have to be in a serious relationship, though, like that, and we are, it's looking like we're going in that direction. Like, if we establish, okay, this is something that we're gonna do, and the relationship is there, not so like I'm just kicking it with or dating around. Like, if we have actually, like, made those moves, and I don't think you have to be married to do more for that person.
Got you. I got you. So, do you feel like you need a man?
No, I don't feel like I need a man. I want, like I feel like it's a want. I don't think that I need a man. I don't. Is that a trick question? What do you mean by need?
Yeah, I mean, some would consider it a trick question. Some would just consider it a question, because the thing is, but we ain't gonna get to that. I mean, ultimately, like, man want to be needed, and if you don't need them, then it's like, kind of off everything. But anyway,
Well,
I
as
do.
far as need, like, I don't need a man, like, financially, or I, but I don't know, like, not financially, but as far as like other aspects in life, I do think that we need, like, men and women need each other. Like, it's a balance. Like, that's why we were created.
Okay. So I want to know, do you embrace having that the strong, independent woman mindset?
I don't want to be strong. I don't want to be strong all the time. Like, I think that women have, I don't think a lot of women wants to be strong or want to be independent. I think that we are because we have to be. Um and that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like, I'm strong independent because I have to be. Like, I don't have anything to fall back on. Like, anybody to fall back on. So until someone makes me feel safe enough that, to relax, then that's just what I am. I like I said earlier, I want, that softness. I want to, have somebody to depend on, like that I can depend on. I don't want to be depended on all the time. Like, I don't want to have to make all the decisions and be in control. I don't want that.
Right. Okay. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah.
So that's what's up. When was your last relationship? I know you ain't one now, but when was your last one before that?
Before this, 2016.
Damn.
Well, the person I'm with now, we got together 2018, and then we broke up for a while, then we got back together. So I guess this person is the person I was with before. We broke up for a while, and then we got back together. So
Who ended the relationship?
I did.
Okay. Would you ever marry outside your race or nationality?
No, I
Okay.
like black men. It's nothing against, like, I find people in other races attractive, but as far as like relationship, I like black men.
Yeah, I feel that. Uh, do you know what straight men who desire a wife? Do you know what they value in a woman?
Mm, no,
She said no.
I don't. What is it?
I mean, I could tell you. I just want to continue at, like, you know what I'm saying. I want to make it more like we could talk about that outside.
Oh, I thought you were
No, no, yeah, no.
over. Oh,
It's
you
just
were
a question.
asking me. Oh no, I don't know.
No, because a lot of, like, basically, like, no woman I've interviewed on this podcast know what straight man want. So it's like, dang, like, how y'all not know? But I want to know what makes a man feel loved in your opinion.
Um, Support. Being able to open up to you, trusting. I feel like a man has to trust you enough to open up, and when they do, um, it lets them, like, I don't know, it frees them with you, which kind of opens up the love up. But I don't know. Shoot, that's just, I don't know how to word it. But that's how I feel. I feel like they like to be listened to, um, understood, something like that.
Okay, okay. So is sex important to you?
To me,
Mhm.
um, yeah. Sometimes, because sometimes I like it a lot, like, and then sometimes I just want to chill. I don't need it though. Like, I've gone long, times without it. I don't have to have sex, but in a relationship, it's important to me.
Okay, okay. And have you ever had your heart broke before?
Yeah, yeah.
So do you have emotional wounds still open, or have they become emotional scars and they healed?
Um, I may have. I think I still have a few emotional wounds that I'm working on.
No, that's what's up. Appreciate the honesty. So tell me about some of your triggers.
Oh, um, some of my triggers would be okay, I can give you an example. So if you know something, if something happened to me, um, and somebody's like, and it changed me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it changed me a little bit. Like, I'm a little different. I'm not probably not as carefree as I was. And then
Mm.
somebody say, "Oh, I miss that person who you were before," and they were the one who caused the issue. They kind of changed.
Mm.
I feel like that's like pulling the trigger, like, because now we're about to go backwards. Now, now you're about to make me relive what it was that caused me to make this change. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that.
Okay, now that's a great example. So I want to know, how many times have you been sent to the clinic?
What you mean? Like,
Yeah, like that.
oh, honestly, once I was in the 12th grade and I was dating a guy, and he was dating a few other girls, and I this was the carefree me when I was very understanding back then. So it's like he asked me if he could take a girl somewhere. I'm like, oh, fine, they're just friends. And Valentine's Day, she called, and he had me answer the phone. He didn't know the number, I guess. But I answered the phone, and it was the girl, and she told me that he was just with her on Valentine's Day that morning, and he was with me right after. And when I went to the class, I did find out that he had given me something, and that was it. That was in him. But
Right, had to cut them off. I feel that.
yeah,
Um, have you ever been in a domestic abusive relationship?
um, I have. It was brief, but I have.
You ever had the OnlyFans?
No,
You got any sex tapes out here?
no, no,
What about
no.
any crazy exes?
The one I'm trying to get divorced from. That's about it. Just I haven't really dated a lot. Had a lot of serious relationships. So just the one I'm trying to get divorced from. That's it.
Okay, okay. So yeah, this is like the first half of the Wifeable podcast. How you feeling so far? What's your thoughts of the show?
I'm good. It's different from me. I'm not this open as far as like I'm not this verbal. I don't talk a
Mm.
lot. Like especially not to just out. And I don't tell my business a lot. It's
Right,
like you have to be like really close to me to really know anything about me. Like some of the things, like majority of people like don't even know that I've been married. Like nobody knew I was married or any of that stuff. So
hey, yes. Well, I appreciate you sharing with me and everybody that's tuned in today. So let's go to the second part of the show. It's gonna go a lot quicker. It's the segments part. So our first segment is called this or that, this or that. So meaning you got one or two choices. Don't be like both. Don't be like, I mean, you can say pass if something I say make you feel uncomfortable, but for the most
okay,
part, this or that. All right.
okay.
So let's get started. Clean shaved or bearded?
Clean shave,
Taller than or shorter than?
taller,
Older than or younger than?
older,
Hairy or not hairy?
hairy,
Protector or provider?
protector.
9 to 5 or entrepreneur?
Mm, oh, I don't know.
Mhm.
Entrepreneur,
Rappers or athletes?
athlete,
Interracial relationships or same race relationships?
Same race.
Wine or tea?
Wine.
Talking on the phone or FaceTime?
Uh, Neither. You said I could say neither, right?
No, I said
Oh,
this or that.
okay. So I'll just go with FaceTime.
A creative first date or an expensive first date?
Creative.
Matching fits or or color coordinated?
Matching.
Lighter complexion or darker complexion?
Darker.
Smoker or drinker?
Oh, drinker. I guess you gotta go with one.
Hickeys or sexting?
You said what?
Hickeys or sexting?
Sexting.
Doggy style or missionary?
Doggy style.
Squirt or cream?
Creamy.
Oral or anal?
Oral.
Yeah, so this was this or that, you know what I'm saying?
It started getting out there.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little hot.
You gonna
Yeah.
say how you say clean shave, then hairy? Cause that's like I was thinking more of like hairy as far as like the body.
Right,
Clean
and clean
shave
shave.
is the face.
Yeah, I got you, man. So our next segment is called double standards. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, you ain't got to elaborate if you don't want to, but let me know if this is a double standard and here in our society. Is it a double standard? Men versus women, being overweight. Is that like a double standard in our society?
It is. Yes, men want women to be in shape while they're, got everything hanging off out.
And yeah, okay.
Yeah. Men have big bellies that they want your stomach to be flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So our next segment is called Would You Rather, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather have it? Let's see. Would you rather have a threesome to make your husband happy or become swingers?
I go with the threesome.
Okay. Just one time thing versus lifestyle.
Right.
All right. This next segment is called Best Impersonations. You ready?
Okay.
Give me your best impersonation of a New York girl.
Of what?
New York girl.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how New York girls act.
I mean,
Say one.
okay. Well, yeah, that was that segment. It could have been anything, but yeah. But pretty much at this time, shout out to everybody that's been tuned in. Drop those emojis, whether the ring emoji or the X emoji. You know what I'm saying? If you think our special guest Nicki is wifeable or not. Nicki, tell the people where they can find your social media.
Yeah, my IG is Nicki NICKI_Crenshaw. And that's my tag for TikTok as well. And that's it.
Okay. And I want to know, like, now that you've been on the show, what's your thoughts overall?
I enjoyed it. It's definitely out of my character, but out of my comfort zone. But I'm glad I did it. I was just sort of like, I really don't want to do this, but I'm glad I did. I had fun.
I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you did it too. And the people loving you, they dropping on rings. I haven't seen not one X yet, so they think you wifeable. So for the most part, appreciate you coming on the show. Everybody that's tuned in, we got another show at 4:00 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to tune into that, But besides that, follow the podcast, donate to the show, subscribe to the YouTube channel. And thank you, Nicki, for your time. Talk to you later.
All right. Thanks.
All right, peace.
Bye.